Hello, everybody. Global debt jumped by $8 trillion in the first quarter 2018, rising to a record $200.7 trillion. Check the article out on yahoo.com. The amount of debt held in the world rose by the largest margin in 2 years during the first quarter of 2018, growing by $8 trillion during the first 3 months of the year, the Institute of International Finance reported Tuesday. Global debt has now risen to more than $200.7 trillion, which is 218% of the world's gross domestic product. Additionally, IIF found that global debt has risen by $30 trillion since just the fourth quarter of 2016. The pace is indeed a cause for concern, IIF's executive managing director Hung Tran told Yahoo Finance during a call with reporters. The problem with the pace and speed is if you borrow or if you lend very quickly, the quality of the credit tends to suffer. That means more governments, businesses, and individuals have been borrowing that could have trouble paying the money back. The quality of credit worthiness has declined sharply, Tran added. IIF also noted that global debt to GDP increased for the first time in more than a year, with financial sector debt reaching an all-time high of around $61 trillion, though the financial sector debt has been rising more slowly. With global growth losing some momentum and becoming more divergent, and US rates rising, the organization said that worries about credit risk are returning to the forefront, including in many developed economies, such as the United States and Western Europe. While IIF analysts say the debt itself is not necessarily a concern because it can be rolled over and refinanced provided growth continues in issuing countries, they did stress that developments in the United States were worrisome for the global growth picture. In addition to increasing debt at a faster pace, the country is also raising interest rates, causing the cost of borrowing to rise. Sonja Gibbs, IIF's senior director of the Global Capital Markets Department, noted that there was an increased risk of sovereign debt crisis in a select few developed markets as a result of the increase of debt and financing costs. Government debt is higher than what it was prior to the crisis and corporate debt as well, Gibbs said. This may be slightly overlooked. Gibbs added that the United States debt growth was particularly worrisome, given that it has now grown to more than 100% of GDP. With the increases in spending from President Donald Trump and Congress, the US will now have funding needs of 25% of its GDP. The US really stands out here because a lot of that is expanding budget deficit as well as maturing debt, Gibbs said. That's a lot of financing need affecting the market. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.